What's up, family? This is your girl, Miss Sharika, checking in for another edition of Mama Didn't Tell Me This. We are talking about DNA testing tonight. Yeah, you heard me, DNA testing. Married couples are now taking paternity tests right after the mother gives birth. Can you believe that? Well, anyway, we have a great show for you today. We have Amy Willoughby Bryant. She's the lead attorney for the division of Take Care. And as always, you have your boy DJ Schoolboy and JB in the house. So let's start the show.
Hey fam, what's going on? This is your girl, Miss Sharika. So I am so excited that we are, live. We are trying to do this new thing that I said I want to do for the rest of my life. So anyway, for you all that know me, hey, how y'all doing? Y'all like Tammy? And for those that don't know me, that's joining in for the first time, hey girl, how you doing? So let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am a mother to a wonderful, energetic, happy, independent little boy. He is 19 months or a year, whatever you want to call it, and the wife of a loving husband named Paul. Mother's Day coming up, so you know I'm trying to get those good gifts, strawberries, you know what I'm saying? Anywho, so I was basically in an airport with a 3-hour layover with a 3-month-old baby, and I decided when I was trying to go through, my mama didn't tell me all the trouble I would have going through an airport with a 3-month-old baby. So in that time, in that moment, I figured there's a lot that she forgot to tell me. So a year ago, we said, you know what? I'm about to tell everybody what mama didn't tell me. Yes, I know you looking, mama. I'm talking about you. And then I found out that everybody's mama didn't say the same, didn't tell them the same thing. So hopefully on this journey, you will walk with me, have fun with me, and you know what? Try to figure out what the hell we doing all at the same time. So here we are talking about DNA. Now, I had a C-section, right? So anyone out there that had a C-section, know it is definitely changing your life, right? And so after I had the baby, I was looking a hot mess. But when the baby came out, everyone's saying, "Oh, Austin looks just like you, and he has your hair, not this hair, but the hair that's under it. This is Tammy." So and all that kind of stuff. But Paul, my husband, was saying, "Well, if he looked like you so much, then we should do a DNA test." I'm sorry. What did you say? I just had a C-section. What did you just say? And he was like, no. If everybody's talking about it, you know, maybe we should have a DNA test. And now I know he was joking, but I'm sorry. What did you just say? I just had a C-section. So anyway, come to find out, there's a lot of parents and married couples having DNA testing right after the mom has the baby. You know what? That is on them. I wish he would, for real, ask me. But we're going to find out because he is here today. And we have DJ Schoolboy in the house. And so I am going to, well, I see Paul every day, so I'm not necessarily going to welcome him. But hey, Eric, how you doing? Hey, Paul.
Hey, what's going on?
Doing well. So, Paul, since I'm talking about you, and to the people that's out there, JB had a family in Mercy, so please pray for him, make sure everything is safe. So we give him good vibes and spirits. So, Paul, when you were asking me for a DNA test, knowing I just had a C-section, knowing I was tired as hell, you were just playing, right? Say you was playing.
Not really, but I do have friends that have had those issues before.
You had what?
I have a friend that actually had that issue before. Okay. So I had a friend that had that issue before. That he was taking care of the baby for like 5 years, and then he found out one day that the baby wasn't his.
Okay, that have nothing to do with us. You know that, right? This is better not break up our marriage.
Too cautious, but you know.
So I guess I look at it. I guess from my point of view would be that as long you know that the baby's mine, then it shouldn't matter.
Okay. So Eric, you are those dads. You one of those dads to be, and so tell them a little bit what you do before you jump into your comments.
Well, just a little background. I work with kids who are in residential facilities for making not so good choices. out here in the community, ranging from anything that you can think of. I probably have a kid currently in one of my facilities for that reason. Besides that, I also coach about another 35 high school students in high school wrestling. So pretty much my full day is engulfed with kids.
You busy. And you want twins?
Busy.
Still want twins? And
I still would love to have a set of twins, at least one.
Awkward. So what about that? Would you want your wife to take a DNA test after you had a baby? And your wife is my best friend, so what?
So for me personally, if I've been there since the baby was born, I don't think the DNA test to me would matter as much. But I have seen that DNA test get thrown into people's face when things start going south. And by south, I mean, everything was good a week ago. But, now I done, made you mad for whatever reason. And that's why the baby ain't yours anyway. That's how people tend to get hurt.
Paul, I would never say that to you. We would never be that mad, right, Paul? Austin.
That even made Austin mad. He like, that's messed up.
Well, Paul, what if I had said, you know what? I just had the C-section. I want you to take a DNA test, not because I don't think Austin is your child, but, I just want you to take it so we can find our genealogy or something like that. Would you do it?
Yeah.
What would you think?
I would. Honestly, I probably wouldn't even thought twice about it.
Really?
I'd be like, okay, let's go for it.
And why would you be so smooth on that?
Because I don't know my genealogy, so I don't see no issues with it.
Oh, so you wouldn't even think about DNA at all?
I mean, I'm open to, because his DNA should be compatible with mine as far as genealogy, right? So
are you trying to find out if you from like the Kambabi tribe? That's why you want Austin's DNA, or you want to know if you want a cuckoo on a tribe? That's why you want to know.
It's only one tribe. It's Wakanda forever.
Oh yeah, Wakanda forever.
And it's still a little bit of I can't even think of it now, so let's keep on going. We're gonna stick with Wakanda for right now.
Yeah, I was curious on actually how much of a colonizer I was.
So I got a couple of comments down here. So it is let me see here. Somebody said let the man speak. What are you talking about? I mean, so I'm gonna go ahead and say, hey Toya, how you doing? You need to get a profile picture, so that's great. And we have Aisha. She was thinking the same thing about Elizabeth Parker on Tony Twin. So clearly Elizabeth has a young girl, and her husband looks just like her daughter, or her daughter looks like her husband. So thank you, Aisha, for bringing that out. But you know what? I don't care. It doesn't matter. That's your baby. Yes, Paul. It's your
here goes another point of view.
What?
Now, I've heard, and this could be just a good Southern thing, that it may not necessarily mean anything, but a lot of people say you tend to marry your mother. And so in that, sometimes you marry people that kind of favor you. So what if you and your wife just happen to kind of look alike a little bit? Now the baby comes out looking like your wife, which also looks like you. Is that a reason to bring up, maybe that could not be his baby? Because the baby looks like both of us, but only because we already kind of look alike.
And I got one. I got one to compliment that. What if the baby is light skinned? And both the parents are kind of dark.
Okay, Austin came. Let me say, Austin came out light skinned, and so there he is right there.
Okay.
Yeah, he came out light skinned, but you know how they say, check the ears out, right? But look at Austin. Okay, I'm sorry. I can watch.
He's light skinned. He got good hair. Paul ain't got no hair. I ain't never think about it before, but I can kind of feel you a little bit, Paul.
There is nothing to feel. Like, I have good hair under Tammy. Okay, you can't see it right now, but I have good hair. Now all babies come out light. So that is
I was a chocolate baby. I don't have any pictures, but I was chocolate from the beginning.
Well, some people got more darkness than others, and you happen to be on the darker side. No heat, no judgment. That's all I'm saying. And my husband too. So show the people Austin Paul so they can see he is brown skin. He's a mix of like dark and caramel. Because I figure, hey Austin, say hey to mama. He ain't stunning y'all. Anyway, so Eric.
Yes, ma'am.
Who is the mom and dad of the day?
So for the week, we are trying to do some highlighted guests that are hopefully watching our show and enjoying all these kind words that we have to say about them. And we have the mother of the week is Miss Terry, of Detroit, Michigan. She is married and to her loving husband, Chris Taylor, as you guys can see in the picture. She is a mother to Deontay, who is 16, Anaya, who is 12, and Darian, who is 8. She was asked, what do you love most about parenting? And she says she loves watching her children grow, being there for their important moments, and encourage them to be the best that they can be in whatever they choose to do in their lifetime. One thing that she wished her mother would have told her is how difficult it is to juggle being a mother, wife, and having a career while finding a balance without losing yourself in the process. And the last question of the week is any advice for a new mom or dad? And she said, give yourself compassion. Parenting isn't easy. You will make mistakes, but it will help you become stronger in the long run. The love between a parent and child is like no other, and that alone will make you a great parent.
So for those that in the comment section, I want you to go ahead and give her some hands. She is amazing. And so just tell her something good. Just say, congrats, you go, girl, or whatever. And I need you to put it in the comment section.
Tell her something good.
Stop. You can't sing. All right, who we got? The dad. Tell me about him.
It's all about your own, your own limitations. All right, and for our dad of the week, we have Mr. Major Smith, hailing all the way from the United Kingdom. His status is single and ready to mingle, and he is the loving father of Sanaya, who is 6 years old. One of his platforms that you can find him at is Vizo Media. Again, that's Vizo Media, Vizo Media. What do you love most about parenting? And his response was, I absolutely adore my daughter. I love watching her grow up. One thing that you wish your mother would have told him is that he said his mom is the greatest. So she told me what exactly I needed to know. And any advice for a new mom or dad, always give your best no matter what.
That's what's up. Shout out to United Kingdom. Yes, I stalked people all around the world to see some great, great dads. So welcome to the States. If you come to the States, I think I got a Chick-fil-A coupon that I can give you. That's about it. But ladies, he's single, so if you have those frequent flyer moms, go and check him out. Anyway, so we're gonna move on because we have been talking about the DNA testing. Really, it's just time to bring in somebody that knows the business, knows the law. And so we're gonna bring in our guest, and I want Paul to join us because he needs to hear some of this. And so we have Amy Willoughby Bryant. She is the lead attorney for the Division of Teen Care, and she's been a lawyer for a long time. She's even a president of the Bar Association. Is that the black bar or the regular bar? Amy.
It's the black bar.
Oh, okay.
It's the black bar.
Every bar is good, you know. Every bar is good. I like red wine personally, but every bar is good. You know what I'm saying? So, Amy, you've been listening to the conversation. I need you to let me know, just on top. First of all, let's ask the people really what they think before you ask your question. So, if you believe in DNA testing, I need you to put in the comment box down below, yes or no. Go ahead and do it right now. And that is if you're married. If you believe in it, do it right now. Anybody? Let me see. I guess everybody good. Everybody said no one said they believe in DNA testing or yes or no. So, all right, that's good. They believe in their house, but other people don't. So, Amy, just off top, tell me your thoughts about this idea of married couples getting paternity tests right out of the womb.
So married couples getting a paternity test right out of the womb is a good way to get divorced. So it's not a good idea for a man to ask for a paternity test as soon as
You
baby
heard
come
that,
out.
Paul? Paul, you heard that? Say it one more time, Amy.
It's a good way to say, okay, let me get your stuff and pack it up so you can get out of here.
Okay, as long as we all heard that. Okay, anyway, so
That's why Walgreens have those paternity tests.
hold on. Hold on. Let me get you off this screen real quick. Now, all right, so literally I heard this because I was watching a show and it was a married couple on there, and they did it straight on the fact that if they ever in life had divorced, that they would have this already in the package, which I can see kind of how that makes sense. But if you're in a loving relationship with your husband or your mate or whatever, you shouldn't have to do that. So legally, I feel like why you need to take it. Because when you're there and the dad signs the birth certificate, that's it, right?
I mean, essentially, you don't need a DNA test to prove that they're a father as long as the couple is married.
Okay.
So in the state of Tennessee, any child born in a marriage is the legal child of that father, whether he signs the birth certificate or not.
But say it again, if he was at the hospital or
He don't have to be at the hospital. If they're married and a baby's born while they're married, he's the legal father. It doesn't matter.
so what if they got divorced, then what?
Well, if they get divorced, the baby's presumed to be his baby unless he contests it. So if he had DNA evidence to prove that it wasn't his baby, then he wouldn't necessarily have to take care of that kid. But so what you gonna do? So you've been father to this kid for 5 years. Y'all decide to get divorced, and then you find out the baby not yours. You just gonna disown the kid that you have for 5 years? So it don't look good.
I think that's kind of where I'm at, Amy. I think once you get around that kid, you're with them, like every single day, every single night. It would be hard to walk away from just saying, "Oh, he's not mine." Oh well, it would be hard. But then also, it could be hard to look at that kid, because now his mom done some hurtful stuff to me, and I didn't do anything to her. But I do agree. I do think it would be hard to leave them. But I do think there's some people that could, if they, maybe move to another state or something like that, they would have to get away. But I think it would be hard to do so.
I mean, do you feel like really? Now you said if they're there and presume that they're parents of this child, I mean, what rights do they have? Really nothing. That's it. And so the real baby daddy in the back, like, yeah, bruh, you doing my child support. Like, what happens? Like, that's it.
So it depends on if they're married or not married. So you got this married couple, yeah, the baby's presumed to be his baby. So if there's a bio dad that wants to come along, they could come along and try to disrupt or try to establish their paternity. And then the legal father would have to be disestablished as the father. But in Tennessee, if a baby's born in a marriage, that baby belongs to that man, whether it's his baby or not. So if y'all separate for a year and she go and get pregnant by somebody else, you better be asking for a DNA test because you're gonna be responsible for that kid.
I agree with that. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I don't need you to agree to nothing. All right. So now, how many couples? Is there a lot of married couples out there doing this? Now, I don't know if this is a new trend in the age we're in, or they've been doing this for a while. Do you know?
No, as far as I know, it's not a trend. I've asked some other lawyers too, and it's definitely not a trend. But I think it is something that couples will do if they're going through a divorce and one of them thinks that the other one was unfaithful. They will ask for a paternity test or a DNA test to make sure that child is theirs. But like I said, if you've been raising that kid for 10 years, what you gonna do? Tell the kid, oh, go talk to your mom about that. I'm not your daddy no more.
I mean, it didn't happen. It doesn't happen, rather. It doesn't like that doesn't happen at all. Like Uncle
No.
Junebug being your uncle, that's all you know is Uncle Junebug. And then you find out when you're 25, that's been your daddy this whole time. Whew.
Yeah.
Lucky
That happened.
right, Mom? Lucky it wasn't. All right. Now you watch.
It happens. I think it definitely happens.
Yeah, I had a divorce that once.
We got another one, Terry. She believes in DNA testing. I'm curious, Terry. Why do you believe in DNA testing? Just curious. You're a woman. You're a mom. So why do you believe in it? It's really, I would expect more dads to say yes, but you're saying yes. So I'm curious why you do. So go ahead and comment on that.
Here's another thought that I was having too. You know, going back to the old Maury shows and things of that nature. You know, a lot of people do those DNA tests.
You said, why would a mom do it?
No, I was asking Terry. She made a comment. She said she believed in DNA testing. So I was wondering what was her thoughts behind that. But go ahead, Eric. Sorry about that.
Oh, no, you're fine. I was just saying that, you know, I think a lot of people, like, you know, back in the day would do the DNA testing just to kind of see your reaction. You know, like if you'd be like, hey, Tom, you need to do a DNA test. You know, and he'd be like, I ain't doing no DNA test. You know what I mean? You like, oh, okay, you out here doing something. But if somebody's more willing to be like, I'll take it. You know, I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? You less likely to be doing something. But I think it was like a little bit of a trick back in the day. You know, back when it used to be on all the late night TV shows and things of that nature.
Jerry. All right, so Amy, before you leave, give us at least 2 to 3 tips about this subject for anybody that's watching.
Oh, so first, married men, don't ask your wives for a DNA test unless you potentially want to be divorced. That's the first thing. Second thing.
Hold on. Wait a minute, Amy. Paul, you hear that?
She said go to Walgreens if you're trying to do a DNA test.
Don't ask me again. All right, go ahead, Amy.
Second thing, if you question it, just do the little cotton swab while the mama's asleep.
That's what I'm talking about, Amy. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Hold on, baby. Slow down, boo.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hold on. Okay. This is awkward. Go ahead.
All right, so I would say if you question it and you think you might want to keep your marriage intact, but it's probably already destroyed by that point, you just do the little cotton swab for the baby, send it off, you know, buy the little kid at Walgreens, and then, you know, present it with the divorce papers if that's what you want to do.
Anyway, so I told you, before you leave, you got to go ahead and rap or sing line or two from your favorite children's story. So I need you to get your thing together. So you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Let's see what you got.
Let's go.
Hey, diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon.
Hey!
See such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon.
Come on now.
All right. Thank you, Amy, for joining us. I appreciate it. You are amazing. Now go back. She is actually at an event that is celebrating from Waffle House, James Shaw. So thank you for honoring him. Go do your thing, Madam President, and thank you for joining the show.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Hold on, before you go, Terry said, because I work in the adoption field. Oh, okay. And because I work in the adoption field, and I believe fathers have rights and legitimate their paternity. I'm sorry, get it together. Many blame and aren't the father. All right. Well, thank you, Terry, for bringing that to my attention. Okay, go. Running your heels, girl. Don't break an ankle. Hi. All right. So it's almost to the end of the show, of our very first live show. All right. Before we go, I want to tell you guys that we are here every Monday at 7 p.m. Central Time. So you can go and like our page, which is Mama Didn't Tell Me This on Facebook or on Instagram, and watch us, follow us. If you have any topics or discussions or anything that you want to bring to my attention, or you think you have a friend or you don't mama of the week or you need to be the daddy of the week, let me know. Email us at mamadidn'ttellmetthis@gmail.com. So Paul, let Austin say bye before we go. Where is he at? Hey, Austin. Tell the people bye. Austin. Okay. He ain't saying y'all. All right, guys. Peace.
Let me get you out.